1 and 1/10. Combine that with the 6, and you get 7 and 1/10. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so that's really good. Now we're going to move to some slightly more difficult problems here. Let's say it's 8 and 1/6 minus 5 and 2/3. Okay. Now it's kind of like the last one. You want to take these numbers and subtract them, but the problem is that 1/6 is actually smaller than 2/3, which means you have to borrow. So you have to actually borrow from the 8. So this really becomes 7 plus 1 plus 1/6 minus 5 minus 2/3. Does this look familiar to you?
Kinda. I think we learned this in the beginning of the year. So like, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do an example problem here together, but I'm borrowing from the 8 because the 1/6 is smaller than the 2/3. Okay, so when I borrow from the 8, you have to then combine these two. Could you combine 1 and 1/6 for me and write it as an improper fraction?
Yeah. Is it 7/6?
7/6, good. And then you have 7 plus 7/6 minus 5 minus 2/3. So just like before, you take the two whole numbers and you subtract those. 7 minus 5 is 2. Then you take the fractions and subtract them. So could you subtract the fractions for me, please?
Yeah. Is it 3/6?
It is 3/6. Now, 2 plus 3/6. Can you reduce the fraction?
Let me see.
Let me know if
Is
you have
it-
any questions. Yep, go ahead.
Is it 2 1/3
Well,
or 2 3/6?
yeah, close. So
Oh,
let's talk about this. So this 3/6, we'll make it a little bit larger here.
oh,
You can divide both the top and the bottom number by 3. What is
okay.
3 divided by 3?
1.
1. And what is 6 divided by 3?
Oh, 3.
2.
Or 2. Sorry, I meant 2.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Looking
still
at the
early.
3.
So it's 2 plus 1/2, 2 and 1/2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the steps though. Are the steps clear or not?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. Now, so I want you to try one kind of like this, where you're going to have to borrow. You're going to have to borrow from the number. All right.
Okay.
So let's go 9 and 1/5 minus 4. And we'll go just 2/3 again. That's fine. So go ahead and work that out. And are you doing okay? Do you have any questions for me on this?
Hold on. I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't know if this is right. 15.
Just 8/15 like this? Is that what you meant? I'm just asking because I don't know
Yeah,
I can't see your papers.
and a 4.
Is there a whole number in front?
Yeah,
What is the number in front here? I didn't hear if you said
4. I got 4.
4. Okay, I heard 4. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. So sometimes I ask you to work out problems just to see how you're doing. This is 8
4.
plus 1
Yeah.
and 1/5 minus 4 minus 2/3. Okay, so
Okay.
these two add
Yeah.
together to make 6/5.
I saw it. Yep.
And then 8 minus 4 is the 4. That's good.
Yeah.
6/5 minus 2/3. You have to make a common denominator of 15,
Uh-huh.
18, and then 10. So yes, it is 8/15. Very good. That's excellent. All right. So you said you did these kind of in the earlier parts of the year last year.
Yeah, like mainly subtraction. We did in the beginning of the year.
What were you guys working on more recently?
I think like ratio boxes.
Ratio boxes. Okay. So let's
That's
do
a
some
good one.
multiplication. Let's say here, let's do something like this. 40 divided by 6 times. Let's go 12 over 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys talk at all about pre-reducing?
I don't think so.
Okay. So this is kind of related to reducing fractions.
Oh,
You
I'm
can
pretty sure we called that the butterfly method, where you like cross reduce.
you
That's what we call
can you so what I would prefer you do is rewrite it so that you see it that way. See how 12 and 6 can be divided, or the same numbers go into 12 and 6?
Yeah.
They're both divisible by 6.
Okay.
So it becomes 2 and 1. Now, can you think of a number that goes into 40 and 25?
5.
Yes. So can you divide both of those by 5?
Yeah. So would it be the 40 would turn into 8 and the 25 would turn into a 5?
Okay. So 8 and 5. And then you multiply tops. So 8 times 2, 5 times 1. What does that become?
16 over 5?
16/5. Good. So let me give you one to try now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go 20/3 times 15/16. So give that a try, please.
Okay. I got 50/8.
50/8. Okay, let's
Yeah.
take a look here. So 20/16, 15/3. So that's 5 and 1, and then 4 goes into those. So that's 5 and 4. So I got a slightly different answer. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
25/4. So your answer is correct. It's just not reduced because they can both be divided by 2.
Yeah. Four. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't think about reducing my answer, but I probably
What-
should.
Well, it looks like maybe you didn't reduce 20 and 6 by 4. You maybe just went by 2.
Yeah, I went by 2.
So you always try bigger. So let's try another one here. Let's go 30/8 times 24/18. Give that one a try, please.
Yeah, I got 60/12.
Okay, does that reduce?
Oh, sorry, let me reduce it. They got 10/2. Pretty sure that can also be reduced.
Yes. So I'm
got-
noticing something here. That's good. Keep going.
They got
You got 5,
5/1. Yeah,
which is 5, which is 5. Good. Okay, really good. So what I'm noticing here, and we should talk about that right now, is how to reduce fractions, because I noticed just a couple of problems there. It would be nice to see you kind of work it all the way through. So you actually have to start with what's called prime number. Do you remember the smallest prime number? Okay, if you don't, I'm just asking. These are just questions to probe, see if you
No.
remember. Okay, so the smallest prime number is 2. The next prime number is 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so
Yeah.
on. Okay. These are the numbers that you reduce fractions by. So let's take something really simple like 4 divided by 6. Okay. You always
Okay.
start with the smallest prime number. Can you divide 4 by 2 and 6 by 2?
Yeah.
What does that become?
2/3. 2/3.
2/3. Very good. Now let's say it's 8/12. Can you divide 8 by 2?
Yes.
Okay, that's 4/6. Now, if it worked, you try it again. Is 4 divisible by 2
Yeah.
and 6?
Yep. 2/3.
2/3. Okay. So you might wonder, well, what about the rest of these numbers? Well, sometimes you need them, sometimes you don't. Let's say I give you something like, let's go, sorry, let me try to think of something that works here.
Okay. It's okay, take your
6/18. Okay,
time.
6/18. Can you divide 6 by 2?
Okay.
And can you divide 18 by 2? And the
Yes.
answer is hopefully yes.
Yeah.
All right. So this becomes 3 and 9, but now does 2 work? Can you divide the top and bottom by 2?
No, but you can now divide it by 3.
Right, so you go to the next prime number.
Okay. 1/3.
Should be 1/3.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea here is that you try the first number until it doesn't work, then you try the second number until it doesn't work, and so on. And there is sort of a question of well, when am I done? When is it done? We'll get to that. Let's try so let's try this one here. Let's try 48 divided by 60. Okay, so I want you to try 2 until it doesn't work anymore, and then try 3 and see what you come up with.
Okay. Okay, so for the first one, I divided it by 2 and I got 24/30. So now
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna-
keep going.
Okay. Really? Okay, I got 4/5.
That is correct. Good. Excellent. Okay, let's try another one. Let's go 96 divided by 120. Actually, I'm sorry, let's not do that one. That's not a good one. That reduces the same thing. Okay, let's do some other things real quick because we're about to run out of time here. What is the relationship between 1/2 and 0.5? Is it equal, greater than, or less than? What would go in the middle here?
Equal.
They are equal. Okay. How about 80% and 2/3? What would go in the middle here?
Hold on. I'm pretty sure 80% is bigger.
Okay.
Wait, hold
Now,
on. Let me do the
can you
math
convert
here.
it? Can you convert it to a fraction? Yeah, and no for sure.
Is it 8/10?
It is. Now, the issue though is, how does that compare to 2/3? Can you reduce 8/10?
Yeah, to 4/5.
4/5. Now make a common denominator. What's the common
Okay.
denominator between 5 and 3?
15.
15. What numbers go in the top?
Hold on. So that would be. So for the first one, it would be 12, and for the other one, it would be 10.
Okay, so which is bigger?
12/15.
There you go. So not only do you have the right answer, you know why it's the right answer.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and stop here for right now. If you want to let your sister know, jump on. We can start with her.
Right here. Don't worry. You mute it. It doesn't. No.
Hi, Julia. Will you let me know when you're there?
Hi, I'm here.
And you are going into what grade?
8.
Going into 8th. All right. Almost high school. How did you do in math last year?
In 7th grade,
Yes.
I did.
So mom mentioned you might have had some struggles towards the end of the year. Do you remember what you guys were
I
working
wouldn't say I
on?
did amazing.
Do you remember what you guys were working on towards the end of the year, what you might have been struggling with?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't struggling.
Okay, well, I meant that just as a general thing, so I didn't mean
Towards the
any.
end of the year. It was mostly like in the middle.
What were you guys working on in the middle of the year? Do you remember what you were working on towards the middle of the year?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. All right, so let's go through some stuff here. So I'm going to work some things out here on the screen. Let's start with some order of operations stuff. That's kind of an important place to start here. You remember seeing this before? PEM,
Yeah.
DAS. Okay. So just as a review here, if something is in parentheses, you do first, then exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Now, the thing with multiplication and division and addition and subtraction is you do them left to right.
Okay.
Okay, so what that means is like if you see 2 plus 3 minus 4, you do it left to right. And if it's 3 minus 2 plus 1, you do that left to right. You don't do addition before subtraction. If they're both there, you just work it left to right. So in
So
this first one
whatever.
here, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So whatever comes first.
Yes. So
Okay.
this first one would be like 5 minus 5 because you add 2 plus 3. The next one here would be 1 plus 1. And then you perform the operation. Okay.
Okay.
Same thing with multiplication division. If you have something like 15 times 2 divided by 10, you have to multiply first.
Yeah.
Okay? And I know M comes before D, so that's fairly straightforward, right? You're like, all right, well, I'll just multiply first.
Yeah.
Where it really matters is when you have division first. Let's say it's 30 divided by 5 times 2. You do not multiply these first. You divide first. 30 divided by 5 is 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then times 2 is 12.
12.
All right. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a few problems to work on right now just to kind of see where you're at. You have a notebook down, something to write with.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So here's a few problems to think about. Let's go 42 divided by 7 times 3.
Okay. Is it 24?
Okay. How did you come up with that? What is 42 divided by 7?
42 divided by 7 is 6. And then I did
Okay.
6 times 3.
Okay. That is 18. 18.
Oh,
close.
shoot.
6 times 4 is 24. So you're on the right track.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. Let's try another one here. Let's go 15 times 2 divided by 5 plus 1.
Okay. Uh, 7.
7, good. So what was easier about this problem than the last?
The last one was easy. I just didn't do it. I just was thinking too fast.
Okay. Okay. I know it's early, it's summer also. So yes, that is
I kind of
7.
like
Good.
forgot everything.
All right. So let's take a look here. Let's try something different. Let's say it's 2 times 3 minus 1 divided by 4. And I'll write the order of operations here as well. I'm just increasing the difficulty as you get questions right.
Okay. I think I did something wrong.
Okay, what did you do first?
Okay, so what I did was I did 2 times 3, since you're supposed to do on the outside of the parentheses, you're supposed to times it in the inside, right?
You can, but it's better to do what's inside parentheses if you can. Like, can you subtract 1 from 3?
Okay. Okay, I'll redo it then. 2 times 2 divided by 4. So 1.
Here's your final answer.
Yeah.
Really good. All right. Let's try just a couple more here. We'll just increase the difficulty a little bit. Let's go 3 times 4 minus 2 squared plus 7.
Okay.
All right.
So 4 minus 4, 0. So when I set it up, and you do the 2 to the power of 2, that would be 4. So do I do 3 times and then does it stay in parentheses?
You have to do what's inside parentheses first. You ignore the exponent.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, so 4 minus 2 is 2. And so
Yeah.
what I would do is write each
Oh,
line.
okay. So you don't use the I thought you were supposed to do the squared first.
you
Like you were supposed to get that over with.
You will. What I'm trying to show you here is that you want to do it one at a time.
Okay.
2 squared is 4, and then you can multiply.
Okay. So 12 plus 7. 19.
Is 19. Good. Okay, so here's a test question I found that kind of really tests your full understanding of
Hello?
this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So again, the number does work out nice. So make sure you're using the correct order of operations first.
Okay. Okay, multiplication. So even if subtraction comes first, do you go straight to multiplication?
Yes, you basically look, is there any parentheses? No parentheses. Are there any exponents? No. Is there multiplication? Yes. Is there
Okay.
division? Yes. So you do them in the order they appear.
Okay. So the eight, and then it's plus. Okay. So division. So 47 minus 20 divided by 4 is 6 plus 8, and then addition. First, 8. Three. Is it 33?
Okay. Let's take a look here. Did you start with 4 times 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 47 minus 20 divided by 4 plus 8. So notice
Yep.
that you do one operation each time. So now what do you do
Yeah.
next? Subtraction, division, or addition?
Division.
Division. So what is 20 divided by 4?
6.
5. Try again.
Oh, 5.
5. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Now, when it's addition and subtraction, you do them left to right.
What?
When it's addition and subtraction, you do it left to right. So you're going to
Oh,
first,
I thought you were
first
supposed to do
subtract.
addition first.
We talked about that you do addition and subtraction in the order they appear. It's
Okay.
left to right, left to right. So because so what it really is it's really multiplication and division are in the same hierarchy, precedent, and addition and subtraction the same way.
Okay.
So you're going to subtract first here, 42 plus 8. What does that become?
50.
50. Good. All right. So the order of operations is important. You're going to be evaluating stuff a lot in 8th grade. So let's do a few more of these. I hope they're not too painful at this point. I think what you're seeing is that maybe there was some confusion about how to do the order of operations, and you're seeing that, okay, like this problem has addition, division, and multiplication
Yeah.
in it, and subtraction. So in terms of order and operations, multiplication, division become before addition and subtraction. But
Yeah.
if the division comes first, you do it first. So it really
Oh.
can switch. It really can be DM, or it can be
Okay.
SA.
Same with. Okay.
So give this one
Okay.
a try, please.
Okay.
And take your time. There's no rush. We got plenty of time today. I'm not in a hurry. I don't mean to make you feel in a hurry. So let's just.
Okay. um. Mom, I'm brain farting. I like literally cannot think.
Start with 18 divided by 2.
Yeah, I know. I like cannot think right now. Sorry.
It's okay. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. I'll help here.
Yeah.
All right. Now, unfortunately, the next one is kind of it's not a great multiplication. And you're welcome to
Okay.
grab a calculator or use
No,
what's
it's
on the
fine. I can
computer.
do it. Okay. Is it 162?
Okay. The next, are you going to add or subtract?
Add.
Okay. Go ahead and keep going. See if you can
Okay.
work this one out.
From 176. Minus 7.
Yep.
So
Keep going.
minus 6. 169.
Right. Let's do a couple of shorter ones here. You got to be able to work through the order of operations. So let's take a look at something like this. This one's a little bit shorter than the last. Again, EM, EM, DAS. Go ahead and give this one a try, please.
Okay. 14 by 2. Seven, 6. 9.
Your final answer is 9. Let's take a look here. 7 minus 6.
Yeah.
6 plus 3 is 9. Good. Okay. Things are progressing here nicely. Let's do one more before we move on to a new topic here.
Okay.
All right. So here's a new one to look at.
Okay. Divided by 5, 3, 13. Okay. Oh wait, that's times. Okay. 9 plus 3. times 13. So 13, 39, 9 plus 48.
All right, so your answer is 48. Let's take a look. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 9
Yeah.
plus 3 times 13. 3
Yeah.
times 13 is 39. Add 9 to it and you get 48. Very good. All right. Okay, so let's transition to a new topic here. Let's talk about solving equations. All right, so
Okay.
just some basic ones here. I'm just going to throw something at you here. What is -4 plus x equal to
Okay.
-8? Do you remember how to
Yeah, this
solve
is what
something
we
like this?
yeah, this is what we ended off on, so I think I can do
Oh,
it.
good, good.
Except like way harder ones.
Well, we'll get to
But
those.
I think I can do it. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see. Plus 5. 5. That's out. And then x equals. And then is plus positive, negative, so 3. Okay. So x equals 3.
Equals 3. Take a look here. Now I heard the right thing. I heard adding 5 to both sides of the equation.
Yeah.
So the answer is, what is -8 plus 5? And sometimes it's easier to think
3.
about. It's related to 3. Yes, but
Right?
you're
Oh, it's
-8.
-3. It's -3.
Yes. Now I was going to ask you, how do you treat positives and negatives when you add them?
So, wait, what? What are you asking? I'm
Well,
confused.
I'm trying to understand how you
How do we get
look
the
at positives
symbol?
and negatives. Yeah. How do you
Oh,
simplify this?
so what I do is if a positive plus a negative, well, whatever one's bigger. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, are you asking how I get the sign or how I do it?
Yes. Well, how you
Oh,
get the
how I get
sign
the
and how
sign.
you do it. Yeah.
Okay, so whatever one's bigger, so let's say the negative's bigger, the number's bigger, then you take that sign and you put it on the answer.
That's true. Okay, let's try a couple of those, a couple of these rapid fire problems. I'm going to write a
Okay.
few out in front of you. All right, can you give me the answers to each of these, please?
Yeah. So first one is -4.
Okay,
Second one, +4.
okay,
And then third one would be -4 again.
okay. Let's keep going with some solving. All right, so how about something like this, like 2x minus 1 equals -3.
Okay.
Solve.
So this would be 2 plus 1x. Okay. 3 plus 1, so minus so -1.
It's -1. Let's take a look here. So you're going to add 1 to both sides. Very good. So
Yeah.
2x equals -2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Yes, x equals -1. All right, let's try one more here. Let's say you had 4x plus 5 equals 3x minus
Okay.
2. Did you see something like this?
Okay. Okay, so first we want to go so let's shift -1. Right. And then we'll do -3x. And so 3x positive equals negative, so -1x equals so first 5 take 2 +3. Okay. So, quick question.
Yes,
If something's divided by 1, is that 0 or is that itself?
it's itself. So
Oh.
anything divided by 1 is
Okay,
itself.
so x equals 3?
Okay, let's take a look here. Did you subtract 3x from both sides?
Yes.
All right, so on the left, it's 1x plus 5 equals -2. Subtract 5, subtract 5. Now, they're both negative. They're both negative, so the answer has to be negative. So it can't be 3. Well, it
Okay,
could
I
be
think
3,
I
but
messed it up. Yeah, I
well,
think I messed it up.
so when they're the same sign, you keep the sign and add the numbers. So x equals -7.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stop there for the